In this video, we're going to run you through what the possibilities are on your homeowner's portal in Buildertrend and also show you the mobile app. So keep in mind, as we run through these different features, your builder may not be using all of the options in Buildertrend, but we will highlight all of the possibilities that you have. So the first thing we'll look at is this summary page. So on the summary page, you can see the first thing we have access to is a project running total. So if we want to open up a itemized report and view where each of these prices are pulling in, see what's been paid, when it was paid, we can click on this link here, and that'll pull up our information in an itemized list that we can review each of our selections, change orders, any payments that have been received, and then that job price summary. You'll also see on the summary page that you have a quick access to a week overview of that calendar. You also have a link to view that full calendar right here. In the bottom right-hand corner, you'll have all of your most recent comments if you need to access any of that information. We give you easy access as far as what's happening inside of your Buildertrend account. So if there's been anything that's been updated since the last time you logged in, you'll see the numbers on the right-hand side indicating that. You can simply click on any of those links to go directly to that information. Next, we'll start off and we're just going to run you through left to right what you can do in each of the tabs. So the To-Dos tab, if we click here, will be any of the to-dos that your builder is assigning you to. So at this point, you'd be able to open up, reference the due date, what's going to happen with that to-do, and then once you complete that work, you'll be able to mark those complete. Your calendar option will be where you can see what's supposed to happen on your project. So each of your colored items will be your production schedule. You'll also see any of your change orders have been added, or if you have any selection deadlines approaching, you'll be able to reference that information inside of this calendar also. The Documents tab will be where you can view any of the documents that your builder is sharing with you. So at this point, you'd be able to click on any of the folders and then open up, download, or print off any of those documents that you have access to. Your Videos area is where the builder can share progress videos of what's happening on the project. So at this point, again, you'd be able to click on that folder and then view any of those videos that have been added into Buildertrend. Your Photos area is where you can reference the progress photos of what's happening on your job site. You'll also have the ability, if your builder's using the feature, that you can upload photos to certain areas. So if you want to reference the idea book and maybe reference a photo that's up there, or you'll see that you have the ability to add photos directly into that album that your builder has set up. The Messages section is a message center specific to this project. So at any point, if you need to communicate about Buildertrend, you can compose new messages inside of your portal. And in here, you'll see you have easy access to communicate with any of the internal staff at the builder you're working with. You can also use your plus button on the outside of that to send emails to anybody that maybe is not active on Buildertrend. If you want to keep all of your emails organized by your Buildertrend portal, you could still communicate even if they're not on that list you're seeing behind. Your comments section, and you're going to see these everywhere in Buildertrend, is a consolidated list of all those comments. So if we had a discussion over the change order, we could either use that plus button and reply back and forth and open that discussion, or if we click on the title, we can go directly to that change order and then view that discussion and comment back and forth through here. So this is our way at Buildertrend of keeping your information and conversation specific to what you were discussing without having to go back and look through emails or text messages. Your change orders area is where you'll be able to reference any of those change orders that have been requested. So whether they've been signed off already, you'll be able to keep track of what's been paid. And if your builder is using the feature, you'll even be able to pay online on any of those change orders. Now on any change order that's pending, you'll see your status symbol to the left. Once you click on that change order, you'll be able to review any of the information within there. If you had questions, there's your comment action. And then to sign off, you can check your disclaimer and then sign off directly through your Buildertrend portal to approve those change orders. Your selections area is where you'll be able to review any of the options for your job site. So at this point, you'll see some filters where you can filter by certain locations or categories, and then you can pick and choose your way through the list. And at this point, we're going to give you the ability to select the different options or reference that information if it's already been selected. You'll also see down here that you have an option to select, or you can favorite your option. So if you don't want to go through the approval process yet, you can use your favorite icon, and that'll allow you to favorite those options and pull them into your favorites list so that you can see what that'll do to your projected total on this project. If you use the favorite option, instead of having to go back through and approve each of those selections, you can actually click right up here on the favorites icon, and you'll be able to approve all of your favorites if that's what you're going to move forward with on this project. You'll also see your warranty tab. So at the end of a project, you'll be able to reference any of your service requests, any appointments that we have scheduled to take care of those. If there's been anything that's been completed, you'll have the ability to provide follow-up on those completed requests. And then if your builder's using the feature, you'll be able to present your new warranty claims directly through Build-A-Trend and keep that information in one spot. You'll also see your surveys tab. So if your builder is sending out surveys to get a feel for how they performed on the project, you'll be able to click on those surveys titles and provide your feedback for how that builder did. In your payments tab, you're going to see all of your payments that have been associated with this project. So any of the invoices that the builder has generated or any of those change orders that have been signed off and approved. At this point, you'll be able to reference the invoice amount or the price of the change order, what's been paid, when it needs to be paid if we have a date, and then see your pay online option over to the right-hand side. The last thing that we'll run through is your cog wheel up in the top right-hand corner. If you go into your setup, you'll see options for switching your user ID or password. If you need to add extra emails, you can add that in there. If you'd like to receive text updates, you can add your cell phone information. And then your bottom option is to add guest access. So for this, you would give the same user ID, your user ID that you're using, set up a different password than yours, and that'll give any guest that you would like to have access to Build-A-Trend access into the calendar and any photos. They will not be able to view any financial information. So they'll be able to get the quick overall view of those photos and calendar, but not be able to see any of the change order, the contracted price, any of that other information. So that is the full site. Next, we'll give you a quick run through of what you can do on your mobile app. So now looking at the mobile app, you'll see that you have the same what's happening list. So any of that new information that's been added since the last time you viewed Build-A-Trend, you can again click on any of those links to go directly to that information. And directly on your home screen, if you scroll down, you'll see a quick snapshot of what's set to take place each day, any of your recent photos that have been added, videos, your comments, and then a job price summary if you need to reference that. Now, if you want to jump into certain tabs, in the top left-hand corner, if you see those three bars, if we click there, we'll get access. So if I want to go and view the schedule, I can pull up that schedule information and then reference any of those items on the schedule. Same thing if I need to jump around and go into my change orders, I can easily view all of that information directly through my mobile app. So if at any point you have questions while you're using Build-A-Trend, please do not hesitate to reach out to our support department. Thank you.